Welcome to St. Augustine this evening. The Mike Davis Show. It is Thursday the 18th, and I'm so glad that 30 seconds ago we had no microphones. That's all I'm going to say. We've started this show before it started, and oh my goodness gracious, the children are in the house, and I feel like a 7th grade teacher right now. Well, actually, Blake probably feels like the 7th grade teacher.
That's been the theme of the week.
Oh, it has been. And I'm wearing my Davy shirt. I want full props for wearing the Davy shirt.
That is Psychopath. It's Davy's merch line.
Oh, and you know what I forgot for the show today?
His activewear line.
It was very important on the morning show, and I left it out today. A beard bib.
A beard
I was
bib.
told to bring a beard bib for you to keep your beard out of the microphone.
And what it was this morning, Amanda, I was leaning in, the seat I'm in right now, County Administrator Joy Andrews was here. Okay. And I was leaning in where Mike's at. I was leaning in and I didn't realize my beard was hitting the microphone the entire time. So all you heard was
ASMR.
It sounded like a gremlin is what I understand.
Well, all right.
So, but it was all my beard. I'm sorry. And I probably wheezed a little.
You might need to oil that.
Yeah,
beard.
I do.
Beard oil.
I do. I mean, it just was right on that microphone, so it's nice and soft. It's conditioned.
Every now and again, my necklaces hit everything.
Yeah.
Every now and then, my ring hits the countertop. All right, so we got to make some money first.
Money.
Let's do that. Let's get some ad read, and then we're going to talk about all kinds of things here in St. Augustine and the world probably. Solomon Services is the premier place for personal training. They specialize in both youth and adult training classes. They've got small group strength and fitness development classes. If you're trying to get quicker or more agile, they can help you with that. And if you've got an injury, they can help you get recovered, and you'll be stronger and faster when you get back out on the court or the field. They got a state-of-the-art training center with both indoor and outdoor turf areas. All the coaches are certified through the National Strength and Conditioning Association. Give them a call today, Solomon Services, 904-461-9945. You know you said you'd get in better shape. It's already the middle of January. You're running out of time.
Well, we didn't do resolutions here. We did word of the year. That's what we did.
Okay. Well, you didn't do a resolution, but I did.
Oh, and all right. Powell Heating and Air Conditioning. They resolved to make sure you're comfortable in your home, and they've done that for the 36 years that they've been a locally owned business. Their dedication to customer service has been evident in everything that they do from the moment they answer your call until the time they leave your home. They are working to make you comfortable and confident about the care and service you receive from Powell. With their fleet of 10 plus trucks, 15,000 square foot warehouse stocked with parts and equipment, they are ready to serve you around the clock. Their emergency service is always open 7 days a week, 24 hours a day, including nights and weekends. Also holidays. They service all heating and air conditioning brands. Powell Heating and Air Conditioning, they are there to make sure you are comfortable. Solar Stick, they were established in 2006. They are a local portable power company proudly committed to American manufacturing, constant innovation, and creating jobs right here in St. Augustine, Florida. Solar Stick's focus on providing solutions for self-sufficiency helps users all over the world complete missions and save lives. Solar Stick, changing lives, saving lives, and reviving American manufacturing.
And Land Title of America, whether you realize it or not, when you refinance the sale or purchase of a home, there is a title company involved. Don't get stuck with some out-of-town title company that doesn't give a crap when you're faced with challenges. Stay local and choose Land Title of America. Just call or text Stephen Collins, 904-501-4481. He specializes in all types of real estate transactions. Land Title, your local title company, ensuring America's land one title at a time because
they give a crap.
Yes, they do. Do you know what that word means, Blake?
Yes, I do know what that word means.
Second. I just wanted to make sure.
Oh,
Positive
boy, does he
vibes
know what that word means.
Don't give me any crap over that question.
We only have one bathroom. I can vouch for you.
I was about to say, how's that bathroom remodel going?
It's done.
It's done?
It's 99.9% done.
All right.
It looks good, right, Blake?
Yes, it does look great, but the only problem is it's still one toilet.
Bathroom. It's only one bathroom.
You couldn't find a way to add a second bathroom?
Oh, we could, but then...
Why don't you put a second floor
Then
on?
Ty wouldn't have a bedroom.
Why don't you just put a second floor on and just put a bathroom up there?
Yeah, that's very inexpensive.
Yeah, very inexpensive in your
And
neighborhood.
materials are so easy to handle.
You had a whole opportunity to float everything in. All the material could have been floated in the
Barge.
fall. Now you got to bring it in by truck. That's not going to help you out much.
Yeah. So
barge would have been phenomenal.
Barge.
Just barge
Bring the barge
everything
right
in.
down Riberia.
Yes, right down Riberia.
Did you ever
Where
watch
is it?
Scrubs? There was an episode
yeah,
of the TV show Scrubs where they had the roof toilet, and it was the Epiphany toilet. So that's what you need to install, just a toilet on the roof, and you can have an Epiphany toilet.
I've seen those hotels like in Bali where like you open up and you're sitting on the john and you're just like, oh, I don't care if I ever
deck
lived there.
toilet?
Yeah, I just want to one time do it too.
One time, maybe two.
No, I think he meant one
Oh,
time.
Blake is so
number
embarrassed.
2. Yeah,
He's
I
like,
think that's what he meant.
that's my dad.
That's my dad. We could just have that.
Yeah.
Would you want to go to the bathroom in an environment like that? Wide open outside?
I've gone to the bathroom outside.
Okay, I'm just asking. I have too. I just don't know that I'm sitting down on the throne and opening up the entire apartment to the outside.
Well,
Yeah.
it's like just the ocean out there. I mean, I'll try and find a picture and show you.
Oh, no, Amanda probably already has the picture pulled up and is waiting for me to start talking to her.
Yeah.
She's that good.
I don't. I'm using my fingers for the camera button.
It was a Bora Bora thing, so
Bora Bora,
I'm going
I'll
to
see if
find
I
it.
can find it.
You can find it? Okay.
So
Bora
I think,
Bora, great
I think there's a
bathrooms.
danger with that though, because that would be an alternative income stream for the hotel or the resort.
Yeah.
Should they want to, they could just live stream the
That's
toilet
right.
cam.
They also have a very successful OnlyFans.
I'm not sure that. Well, I'm always going to say people wouldn't pay for that on OnlyFans, but I know I'm wrong. I know I'm wrong.
Definitely
I know I'm wrong, and people
Pretty
would
sure.
pay for that on OnlyFans.
So like
I 100%
patio
know
toilet in Bora Bora.
Just Bora Bora bathroom. That's all
Bora
I'm
Bora
typing in.
bathroom.
All right, I have a question for you, residents of the downtown.
All right.
So, Nights of Lights. My impression is that it is completely fizzled during the week this year. And I say that because I have to drive through town. Last 2 years driving through town, the traffic and people walking was just unbelievable. This year, the trains are full. Every night, the trains are slam full, but there's less people walking and about. And I understand that this year the weather has been wet. It's been cold.
It's been gross.
It's been nasty, and people are saying, I want to come down and be out in that. But you guys live in downtown. Are you seeing the same thing, or am I just mistaken because I drive through at the right time?
No, I can tell you, I mean, ironically, they raised the prices on the trolleys and attendance went up. Not sure how that works, but I'm sure.
All of the sponsors for this show, rest assured, we may or may not do that.
Yeah, so it was quite full, and it still is on the trolleys downtown. The plaza since after New Year's, it was crazy. It was absolutely nuts between Christmas and New Year's.
Yes.
Hell Week was
That was
lived up to the billing.
Was as big
Yes.
as it's ever been.
Yes.
Oh, it's horrible.
But I can tell you, my parking went down to about 30% from what it was the week before.
Okay.
Downtown. During weekends, still busy.
Yeah.
Weekends still maxed out and stuff like that. Still busy. During the week, like right now, it's just like an April. So it's not a Night of Lights really isn't holding its flavor in January.
Okay. And when is the Nights of Lights? Is it
It-
Memorial Day now, or is it 4th of July?
It ends actually 3 days early,
When does it end?
January 28th.
Oh, I thought it was the 30th.
Yeah.
All right, 28th.
Yeah.
Thank you.
Yeah.
Thank you. Thank you. I was afraid they were going to carry it on to like the 7th
Yeah.
or the 5th or whatever it was. It would have been the 4th.
Didn't
Sunday
they do
the
it
4th.
until February? Into February one year?
I don't know. I know we started a week early one time.
Yeah.
So I think that was the year of that thing we don't
That
talk
thing
about.
we don't talk about?
Yeah.
That may or may not have happened?
Yeah.
The thing that shall not be named.
The little silent light, turn on the lights.
Yeah. That was they turned them on before they turned them on.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
All right, that makes sense.
I'm
know,
not
we're-
finding a toilet.
I know.
on a
I'm not
deck.
either. I'm looking.
Did
I'm
you
Googling.
dream this?
I don't know.
Probably.
Was this a drug-induced dream that you
Yes.
Yeah.
He's dreaming of toilets
Could have
because he only
been,
has
could have been
one.
an edible.
had? What? His age. They're very important.
Could have been. Yeah. You never.
Stevia base.
There's only
Right.
one, too. I mean, you talk about having real fear at his age.
Yeah.
I have searched some really
Over-
risky stuff trying to find
over-
this picture.
Over 50, there's two. The first two rules are never pass up a bathroom,
Yeah.
and the second one's never trust a fart.
Never pass up the bathroom.
Fact check true.
Troy does have the advantage of being the only old man in the house. Mm-hmm. So no one uses the bathroom at 3 a.m. He's got that for himself for sure.
Oh, it's beautiful.
At 3 a.m. you're good.
It's beautiful. And now with the new renovation, I have a Bluetooth speaker in my exhaust fan.
Yes.
Okay.
It's nice.
No.
Isn't it?
No. Yeah, it's nice, but
it has mood lighting.
What do you play at 3 a.m. though?
What kind of?
I played
I'm
Led Zeppelin.
trying to ask what type of mood you have to be in at 3 a.m. But maybe I shouldn't.
3 a.m. this morning, I think I was playing Led Zeppelin.
Okay.
Nice.
I might have been playing Rush.
Okay.
So,
But
Rush
you weren't.
Limbaugh at
Never.
3 a.m.
The Canadian Rush.
nah.
So I'm going to tell you what I did.
Maybe Black Sabbath. There was some Black Sabbath this morning.
All right.
So
Opposite of Rush.
So the thing we did in our bathroom is we added a light that's on a sensor. So it's a rope light underneath the cabinet. So when you walk in, there's lighting on the floor. So you don't have to turn on a light. It goes off on its own. To me, it's the coolest idea because the middle of the night, you get up, find a bathroom that's completely lighted. Mm-hmm. You walk your way back out. You get in bed, and then the light goes out.
Don't worry, I have my nightlight.
Yeah, I figured you would.
I'm a nightlight king.
Yes.
I have nightlights everywhere.
So this is the best I can find.
See
and
what
it's
you got.
a toilet water fountain in a pool.
Yeah, that's not good.
No,
I'll keep
That's the
working.
best I can find.
I'll keep working.
No,
Email
that's
it
not
to
easily.
MikeDavisShow@gmail.com.
No. Please try not to find that. You guys do something else with your time. Don't
No,
do
we're
that.
doing great. We're doing great stuff over here.
It is.
Okay.
Solving the world's problems.
That answers the Knights of Light stuff. So I was very
Yeah,
curious about
you're
that.
not missing the boat. I mean, it's 100% fallen off tremendously.
Yeah.
Have we announced anybody who's coming to Sing Out Loud? Is Sing Out Loud going to happen next year? And do we know who the headliner is?
I don't know if they've done announcements yet.
Okay.
100%. So I know they have. I will give this teaser. It's a major country person who they're talking. I don't know if it's locked in.
Okay.
But I'll give you that.
I've heard a rumor.
Yeah.
I will not discuss rumors here. And also, I hear there's the biggest announcement ever. The biggest announcement ever tomorrow morning on the morning show. You should tune in. Everyone is saying, everyone says the world's greatest announcement. People are saying other announcements just don't take that. This is the announcement.
Please don't tell me that's the hint.
Yeah. Florida Man game has
Florida
an
Man
announcement.
game, big announcement.
Has an announcement.
Really big. All other announcements tomorrow will pale in comparison to this one.
Yes.
That's what I hear.
Yes.
So because it's in Florida, it's a floorgasm. You're going to be that excited about it.
Oh, it's a floorgasm. Who came up with that term?
I did. That's why I keep using it.
I knew if you were
Floorgasm
repeating
TM.
it, you had something to do with it.
Davey can put it on a shirt if he wants.
Okay.
Trying to get him to make me a prospector shirt. He's still saying no.
Why would he make you a prospector?
I don't know.
Because you look just like the prospector from Toy Story, whatever.
3.
Yes.
Yeah. I agree. Mm-hmm. So,
Disney might have a problem with that, though.
is that Disney or Pixar?
It's both.
It was both.
Both.
Okay.
I think they kind of work together on that one.
They did.
All right, Jordan Peterson. Jordan Peterson, one of Blake's favorite philosophers and thinkers of the time and the day right now. He
So
loves him
annoyed.
to death. I think he subscribes to all of his podcasts. Jordan Peterson has run afoul of the Canadian government. I don't even know if it's the government,
Again?
but he's run afoul. We have talked about this for some time. Jordan Peterson was told he had to go to a re-education camp
Yep.
by the Board of Psychiatrists in Canada. I don't know how they got power over Jordan Peterson's license, but he has to go to a re-education camp. He appealed to the court. The court said no. No, you have to go to re-education camp. No appeal, you have to go. So here's a group that I don't think got elected by anybody. They've been appointed, who can tell one of their own, we do not like what you have to say. And because we don't like what you have to say, you have to go to a re-education court. Comments.
Yeah. Well, this is what he said was going to happen. This is why he went viral, and that's why we in America know his name, is because he said that this law in Canada was going to end up making compelled speech mandatory. And if you refused, it was going to end up in jail time. So now we're going to see if he doesn't go to re-education camp, which he says he won't, which of course is not the government name for it. But if he doesn't do it, will they throw him in jail?
Yeah, it's really interesting.
I mean, he's been proven correct.
This is coming in 2023 in the College of Psychologists of Ontario. Who knew? There's enough psychologists to have a college of psychology. Ordered him to undergo social media communication coaching. I have news for the College of Psychologists of Ontario. He's done a great job without you. Everyone knows who he is on social media, including Blake.
Yeah.
So he's done a phenomenal job.
Who is he?
I knew you'd say that. I knew that was coming from you. So predictable, prospector Troy.
I really don't know who he is.
If you saw Jordan, look up Jordan Peterson, you would recognize him and go, I've heard that guy. And you probably turned him off because you disagreed with him.
He wears snazzy suits. I would imagine you would at least appreciate the way he
Not
dresses.
hats, though. Troy's a hat guy. The suit does not impress Troy. It's all
Doesn't
about
know.
the
I do know him.
haberdashery.
He's a
Yeah,
smug
see?
ass.
It takes one to know
But
one.
I think
Hey, be careful what you say. You could be going to social media counseling.
try and re-educate. And I'm sure it's going to work the same. No, but he does make some good points. But he's just smug about it, and but I don't disagree with a lot of stuff this guy says. So I think he's got some valid points. Just people, their feelings get hurt when he says it.
That's what happened. He hurt somebody's feelings.
And maybe it's
so
because
now
he
he's
sounds...
got to go to re-education training.
Maybe it's because he sounds like Kermit the Frog, and so it's like it's triggering them that he has the voice of Kermit the Frog, but he's saying things they don't agree with.
Really big show.
I've never seen it. Well, he does.
I've never seen him do that.
He does kind of wave his hands.
He does
talk.
He does a lot of the.
Yes, he's 100% ahead of
Somebody's coached him to kind of keep his hands down because he does a lot of this.
If you watch, he started recording and live streaming his own lectures and putting them out there because he doesn't think there should be this barrier to entry to get a college education or to know psychology. And so you can watch videos of his that are 12 years old, I think, or older maybe. And so he's had quite the evolution of seeing himself on camera. So I don't know if someone coached him or if he coached himself because he's been on camera a lot.
No, it's clearly you can see him fighting his own self, like when he's talking.
Well, there's that.
It's like watching Troy at a bar. He's fighting his own self.
Give me another.
There's the very famous or infamous, depending on your perspective, BBC Channel 4 interview that he did that BBC put out, and it did not go the way they thought it was going to go. So he's being interviewed by a woman who's...
I've seen it. He's great.
And she just keeps... So what you're saying is... And he's like, no, that's not what I was saying. And then he'd clarify. So what you're saying is, no, that's not what I'm saying.
Yeah, they kept trying to soften it. And, and then he's a guy that kind of just, talks about toxic masculinity. I saw a talk about that and how it's, by losing it, it's weakening our world. And he takes issue with the word toxic masculinity.
Yeah. He doesn't appreciate that label. And, so yeah, I mean, he goes back and forth. He talks about masculinity a lot.
Yeah. So,
well, I what scares me about this is they've gone after one of the prominent voices that is conservative leaning. Yeah. So they haven't gone after anybody on social media that is left-leaning, that has said just as outrageous things.
Yeah.
Because no one watches them. Okay, you act like there's a prejudice to it. But if they were famous, they would be attacked. Success is attacked, not necessarily political. I know on your Republican side, you only see that your side gets. But if you're famous and you're liberal, you get attacked. Taylor Swift. The girl is a sweet girl, and she's constantly under attack on everything from her side and the right side.
I don't disagree. My comment kind of was, if I'm not a Don Lemon fan, if someone was telling Don Lemon he had to go to re-education camp, I be protesting that.
Yeah.
If somebody was telling Scarborough he had to go to a re-education camp, which Lord knows he might be able to use that. Any education would help him. But I wouldn't want him to be forced to go, and I wouldn't want him to have to go. And he's allowed to say outrageously stupid things. He's really good at saying those.
Yeah.
But I don't think anybody should be sending him to a re-education camp. I think that's horrible. I think it's...
You should be able to spew whatever you want to spew out. And
You know what? We should start an amendment.
Yeah.
We should have amendments, and the very first one should deal with this issue right here. It should be freedom of
I'd
freedom
rather
of
be
talking.
able. I'd rather be able just to express myself.
Yes.
You know, that should be in there too.
You think that should
Freedom
be there too?
of being able to.
What should we call it? What should we call the First Amendment? Anybody got an idea?
How about the First Amendment?
We could call it that, but
Yeah.
what would it address?
Press maybe.
Press maybe. We could do that. Freedom of that could be included in there as
So
well.
we can talk about on our show whatever
Yes, we can
want.
talk about anything we want. So
that-
freedom of talking. I just think we can find a better word.
Freedom of speech.
Blake is a genius.
He doesn't get a point for that, does he?
He gets 5 points for that. That's genius.
He doesn't get a mark for that.
Gosh.
He
I can't
marks
believe somebody
his
hasn't
own
thought of it
points
before
down.
now. No, it just appalls me that this is where parts of the society are going, where they feel like if they disagree with your opinion and you're good at stating your opinion, then you have to be punished for that. And that is just appalling. That everybody should be shocked by that. And I know it's not our country, but it is a neighboring country of ours, and Lord knows those ideas travel across. Barbara Jean, you're late. Blake got you. Blake got you by miles.
It appears that Bobby found your toilet.
Oh.
In his backyard?
Wait, I'm not seeing a toilet picture. I'm seeing bathtubs. I would definitely do bathtubs outside.
Yeah.
I have done bathtubs outside.
Yeah, that's definitely on
Let me see.
OnlyFans. Right, Blake?
Why?
Because you look it up. Is this the toilet?
That's where you do your
see.
research.
Don't be a.
Let me see.
I'm
I've got
not
it up on the
judging
screen.
you.
You should be able to
can't
see it
see
on
that.
your phone.
Hold on. That's similar to it.
That's a shower.
Yeah, that's similar to it.
That's-
But like basically it's in a palapa and it just like you
Is
just
it behind
open,
that little?
open the doors.
Is it behind that
and you're
little
just
wall?
like sitting out there with everybody.
A palapa.
Ocean breeze.
Would you like to explain to us what a palapa is? I don't
like
even
a-
speak
it's a
English, and you're
tiki
throwing
hut.
strange words in
It's
me.
like, it's like a grass. It's
tiki
like a
hut.
grass hut.
Okay,
Yeah.
thank you.
You've probably in Costa Rica been
I'm
in
certain.
several palapas. You're going to a place. I'm sure they have palapas next week.
Yeah, I am.
Oh wait, I might have found it. Here,
See,
here's a toilet.
I gotta get up and look. I
Now
can't
I
see
gotta
that.
go look.
It's a square toilet. It's very square.
Make sure your
Here.
walker doesn't get hung up on any of the cords while you're
see.
going over
Do you
there.
have it on our screen here? Or?
Yeah, it's right there.
Okay.
I'm circling it. There's toilet paper right there. That's a
No,
toilet.
the one I'm talking about is even wide open more than that. I would still use that. I can tell you this as a hiker.
That's a luxury if you're a hiker.
As a hiker, that is
Yeah.
super luxury.
Yeah.
Because I think I see toilet paper there.
If,
There
you,
is toilet
if
paper.
you've been
Yeah.
on the if
So
you've been
something
on the
like
Appalachian
this?
Trail, that's one of them.
Blake found it.
Email that to me. I'll show everybody. Screenshot it and email it.
I think Blake found it.
Of course he did.
Yeah.
Which site did you find it on again?
You do.
It was on Only.
We'll show everybody once
Toilets
again.
of OnlyFans.
Yeah.
Oh gosh.
That is something you definitely should not search. Do not
no.
search toilets.
Don't search it.
Talk
Don't.
about some bad cookies.
Don't do that.
Those aren't Darcy cookies. That's what I'm saying.
Don't do it. Don't do it.
The extra jokes.
Oh gosh.
It's so hard to hold it
Don't do it. All
in. She
right.
had a yoga yet?
We're in trouble. She did do yoga today. She's
said
on her way to our
Good.
Thursday night Bible study, so I will hear about this on the way there.
Yeah.
When I get there, there'll be a moment of,
Rebecca messaged me, so there might be one in there too.
Oh, yeah. I bet
I'll look at that while I'm waiting for the message to come through. Yep, that's.
that's funny.
Oh my word. I
very,
think it's hilarious
So-
what we're doing to everyone's internet search history.
Oh,
All right, so this re-education they're talking about doing
Yeah,
at
this is
Peterson.
a bathtub.
yes.
I would do a bathtub.
Oh, yeah.
I mean, I might not be naked in the bathtub if other people can see me, but that's
see.
just because I'm old
Yeah.
and I'm not what I once was.
I can tell you this. Hey, everybody. They don't like it. Yeah, it's all right. My birthday suit's just a little wrinkled now.
I'm pretty sure that's how you get on lists, Troy.
Yeah.
That's how you get on lists.
Re-education.
Any other comments on Jordan Peterson before we move on?
No, I mean, what do they think they're going to do if he even goes to re-education? He's going to be smarter than the guys trying to re-educate him.
Yeah.
No.
And
how long before the guys trying to
re-educating them, or
yes? How long before the guys trying to re-educate Jordan Peterson ask for a timeout so they can go get some more information?
Yeah,
because Jordan Peterson is going to roast him.
Yeah.
Oh, so what he said he was going to do is that if they were going to force it, and if there was no way for him to get out of it, he said that he was going to live stream it. So,
that would be good too.
Yeah.
And then it'll expose what they're saying. All right, this is the dream toilet.
There it is.
There it is.
That's the one I was talking about right there.
Is that why you grow the beard? Because you have that chin?
Yes. It hides my multiple chins.
So I want to ask Blake as we leave this Blake Peters or Jordan Peterson
Jordan
story.
Peterson.
You're not a fan of his comments on what they're trying to do to him.
Look, it's. I mean, the reason why he's doing it was because it was forced on him by the College of Psychologists of Ontario. Yeah. So he could just easily say no, but the only problem is he loses his doctor license. So
he loses his practice. I mean,
yeah,
he loses his ability to practice
but does
psychology.
he still practice?
Doesn't sound like it.
I think all he does is do podcasts.
He still makes money, so why?
He still does. He has some patients, from what I've heard him say.
Oh Lord.
He does have some patients, but it's a very private, exclusive situation. Because would it be safe for him to just have a shingle out front and let anyone walk in? I mean, I don't think that would be safe for him, given the level of infamy he has.
Okay, who would you go to, Peterson or Dr. Phil?
Peterson, 100%. I would go to Peterson.
Yeah,
Dr. Phil has attacked women.
Well, Dr. Phil's a hack. I'm sorry. Hey, I'm gonna tell you something you don't want to hear.
Mm-hmm. I got a follow up. Jordan Peterson or Dr. Drew?
I like Dr. Drew. I'm going with Drew. Dr. Drew. I'm going with the sex doctor.
I'm 100% going with Jordan Peterson.
I still think I'm sticking with Peterson, but I really like Dr. Drew.
Dr. Drew, I mean, he's a fitness guy. He's a health guy. He talks about making your body healthy to make your brain healthy. And
so does Jordan Peterson.
Yeah.
So, Jordan Peterson or Dr. Ruth back in the day?
Who?
Don't worry, you don't have to answer this one. You weren't alive when she was. You're okay.
Dr. Ruth was. I think she was just hilarious. So I would I would just go her for entertainment value.
Yeah.
And I'm going to wrap myself out. When I was going to a psychiatrist.
Which time?
A couple different times, but I swear. The psychiatrist said, you really don't need to be here, but I'm enjoying all your stories. I was like, it's okay. I tell them all in the air anyway, so it doesn't really matter.
It's like a league of their own when Madonna's in the confession booth and they're sitting there praying, waiting for her to be finished, and the priest drops the Bible, and they're like, that's the fourth time he's dropped that Bible.
So I have to tell you, do you remember when Dr. Ruth was on? Do you remember her radio time slot? Do you have any idea what it was?
I can't remember what it was.
It was after 11 o'clock.
Yeah, was it late? Because she was talking about sex.
She may have been on during the week too, but I had to be in bed. But I would have to drop my girlfriend off at 11. That was her curfew. And on the way home, I would listen to Dr. Ruth.
It's instructional.
Some, yes. I'm not going to lie. I got some good things out of this.
Mike had a little bit of a shelter.
I'm not going to tell you that. I just got to tell you. I was like, man.
Here's the flaw I find in Mike's story.
Yeah.
I can't believe his curfew was later than his girlfriend's.
It was. I got to drop her. I mean, there were times she'd be like, hey, would you like to sit and kiss in the car? No, I got to listen to Dr. Ruth. You got to go home.
She's about to be on.
She's about to be on. You got to go. No, I thought for the time, what she did was just really amazing.
Oh, yeah. No, I mean, and how many people...
It was groundbreaking at the time. Mm-hmm. One, because of her age. Two, because of the wealth of knowledge that she had and just how she talked to people. And she had some really, people called with some really interesting questions. And there were people that called that were just nuts.
All right. I'm going to throw another doctor out there who would win out of all of them for me. Dr. Joyce Brothers.
Nah, I'm sticking with everybody we named before her.
Really?
Yeah, everybody but her.
Why don't you like Dr. Joyce Brothers?
I don't like her. Everybody but her.
Why not?
I just don't like her.
Oh,
because you like her.
Because I like her. Because I like her. Do you have any idea who she is?
I have heard the name, but I don't know. I'm not familiar.
Yeah, she actually became a celebrity because there used to be a show called the $64,000 question.
Yeah.
All right, she won it twice. She's the only person to ever win it twice.
All right.
All right. And she was so smart.
Girl power.
Oh, yeah. She's brilliant human being.
Yeah.
Brilliant human being. She won it in prize fighting. Here's the psychiatrist. She won it in prize fighting, and they couldn't trip her up. She didn't know anything about it, and then they gave her the cat, and she's like, then she just locked down, and so she was just so brilliant. She won it twice, and the only person to ever won it twice. Like Ken Jennings, he's a hack compared to her.
Yeah.
So
I didn't listen to Dr. Ruth, but did you guys ever see Sex Talk with Dr. Ruth? Sex Talk with Sue Johansson. She's right here. So look at this lady. This sweet little old grandma looks like she'd offer you cookies. This woman,
I've seen her before, but
I'm telling you, like, she looks like she has Werther's Originals in her purse, right?
Oh, she does.
This woman would pull out the most bizarre things from her desk drawers and instruct people how to use these apparati. So, like, weights, Kegel weights, ladies, if you're tinkling a little when you laugh or sneeze, then you should check this out. And she'd pull out these Kegel weights and she'd tell you how to insert
90-year-old.
them and how to work
something
them.
you don't want your grandma telling you. Nana, stop talking.
And she was on TV for like years. And it was so funny. My mom and I would watch it together because I was an adult at that point, but we'd watch it together and we're like, oh my word, this little old lady is talking about all kinds of crazy stuff.
All of the talk about free speech, all of the different doctors.
Not her.
and Pete chimes in about Ken Jennings.
Ken Jennings. He was pretty smart guy.
He's a beast.
He
That's where we get Pete. He's a beast.
How do you think Ken Jennings and Dr. Joyce Brothers would do in our trivia show? I think we'd throw him off a little bit.
Well, first of all, Blake wins because he's got a phone. So they're done.
Yeah.
They're toast.
Well,
you
saw the panic when he left the phone in the car.
Yes, I know.
He's like, I can't win. I got to go get my phone.
I actually thought when he walked in, he had a fever because he was sweating bullets.
Yeah.
And then I realized, it's just the phone in the car. Yeah, that's what it was.
Just start the damn thing already.
I think we need Dr. Ruth.
Wait. Well, I think Dr. Phil wants to tell you something.
Something you're not going to want to hear.
Something you don't want to hear. All right, so I invited Clay to play today.
Yeah.
And he was working. So I did try
He's watching. He just watched.
but I did invite him. I was like, Clay, you got to show up. Okay.
All right, but real quick, how tired was Clay today? He
was exhausted. He hadn't.
He's the man.
Yeah.
Clay's the man. I don't know how he gets
That's
all
why he
this
takes
stuff
off
done.
Mondays. I mean, he went like Thursday through like Sunday. He's not human.
You know the thing that I'm jealous about him about is he does all of that work, right? And I work hard, and you work hard, and Amanda works hard.
Blake works.
Blake works. But Clay looks so damn good while doing it. That's the thing that he always looks great.
What did you just say about me?
Well, just go to Blake right now. All right, Clay and Blake have the same type hair.
Yes.
Like it can be messy or it can be straight, and it still looks good.
Yeah.
All right, your hair doesn't move.
No,
you have Jimmy.
It's locked into place.
You have Jimmy Johnson hair.
Yes,
all right.
I do.
You have Jimmy Johnson.
I don't
hair.
have his Super Bowls,
but
or his
Clay
national
and
titles.
Blake have that certain type of hair where no matter what they go, oh man, it looks good. Different style. I mean, and all he did was go, oh, and it still looks good.
It still looks good.
Yeah. So.
Clay stresses about it, though. I'm glad he's growing it out.
I will say I really feel naked without my hat right now.
Yeah, Blake wanted to go back in and get the hat, and I was like, dude, you got hair. You're good. You're not going to shine like I
I'm
shine.
jealous that I can't pull off hats like you. Every now and again, I would just like to not have to fix it and just throw on a hat.
Yeah. Well,
I'll have to go by your house and borrow some.
It's not really an option. I mean, I'll show you the glare behind the white.
Ah!
I kind of blend in. I look.
Just start the damn
Is
thing
it
already.
Could you
Santa?
just let us know? We can put our
Santa's here.
sunglasses on before you do that.
Yeah. I gave you
Okay.
12 seconds.
Are we ready? Blake won once this year.
I won once.
You won once.
I told you I was going to win the first week. Amanda's turn.
Amanda's turn, maybe.
We'll
we
see.
don't do it that way here. There's no participation trophies
We'll
in
see.
Trivia Thursday. Because we don't
All
have
right,
a
we got
Friday
to
show.
drop
All right, everyone put their phones
drop
down.
devices.
And if you're online, if you comment and you start to get a couple right, I will keep your score as well. So give us some comments. Let us know. All right, there's California has a Senate race. Most of the races in California are decided by Republicans. I think it's called a jungle primary where they all run together. The highest two votes move on.
Yeah, top two.
There's a Republican candidate that is throwing a monkey wrench into this race because there's so many Democrats running. This Republican might actually make it to the final ballot.
Okay.
Which Democrats are panicking over. He's a fairly popular Republican from out in California. So who is the Republican? Amanda?
I haven't been following it, but I'll just say Larry Elder.
That's not a terrible guess. I wasn't going there.
It's always a great compliment that I get from Troy. It's not a terrible guess.
No, but I haven't been following it either.
Yeah.
But I can see where you went with that. And I don't think it's Arnold. No.
Arnold's busy making Terminator 3 or 4 or 17.
Terminator 74, yes.
I'll go with Elon Musk.
He's not a Republican.
But he might be just to piss people off.
I'm going to say Caitlyn Jenner.
All right, so all
That's a great guess.
That's good.
All very good guesses. This is a former Dodgers baseball player. Gives you zero help. Blake and Troy probably have a little bit of help with this. Former Dodgers baseball player.
Does his name end in a vowel?
Do
I go first? I got to go first. Mike Piazza.
Oh, I thought it was. It says, so you said Dodgers player only. You didn't say Dodgers pitcher.
I didn't say, I just said player.
All right.
And I understand that in this room, some of us don't think pitchers are players.
They're not. They're not. They're on the team.
Yes, they're on the team.
All right.
They're necessary to get the ball rolling.
All right. I'm just saying Mike Piazza.
Mike Piazza.
All right. I'm writing down another name.
What's the other name?
He's writing it down before you say it.
Garvey.
Steve Garvey is the answer.
Yeah.
You don't get the point, but Steve Garvey's the answer. He's actually polling ahead of the second and third place Democrats. So they're panicking that all of a sudden this Republican could be on the ballot.
Yeah.
You know, I'd have a choice between Republican and Democrat. I don't think he's going to win.
What would be the problem?
California.
It's California. If he's on the ballot, whoop-de-doo.
And Steve Garvey is like the guy who was like the most clean-cut guy playing baseball. And one of my best friends, we had nicknames in DeLand. I know you're shocked by that.
I know.
But we called one guy who wouldn't go out and drink with us, wouldn't go, and we called him Garv. Still call him Garv today because of Steve Garvey.
Yeah.
But it came out that Steve Garvey, they named an elementary school after him, and then it came out he had like 3 illegitimate children. Then they had to change the name of the school.
Stone cold sober. Why not?
But
He was populating the school.
That's three votes he knows he's going to
you
get.
guys wanted to drink. He had something else to do.
Yeah.
I mean,
He didn't have cable.
Okay.
He was laying it.
We talked about that last night.
There's a man in Chicago suing blank number of women for giving him bad reviews on dating apps. So how many women have given him a bad review and he is suing them over the bad reviews? How many women, Blake Blevins?
See if he beats my record.
Bad reviews.
Bad reviews. Keely gets a point for that answer.
33.
33. I heard something about this. I think it's a stupid high number. I'm going to say 120.
I'm gonna go right in the middle and go like 75.
27. 27.
Well, he's getting such bad reviews that we probably should have went the other. We should have went in the lower direction because at some point they're reading the reviews and like, oh no.
I mean, you got to figure at 15, most women would say, I didn't count the first 14 as had anything good to say, but now that the 15th woman has chimed in, I won't date him.
Yeah, but he's had 27 dates from this app. I mean, he must be a fairly good-looking dude.
No, they're not reviewing him on the app. From what I remember in the story, there's like a there's a Facebook page. There's a series of Facebook pages that are geographically linked. So it's like, losers of Chicago or something.
Oh, wow.
And people are posting pictures and reviewing him on that.
Wow,
and so they're
that's
posting
like
screenshots
so specific.
of his dating app and being like, this guy's a total jerk, like listing everything that he's done. And so he's suing them for a stupid amount of money. So that's where I got the stupid high number.
So Blake got that point with 33.
Yeah.
I should have went the other way. Dang it.
Okay. You may or may not have done this on the morning show because this is a true Florida story.
Sorry, everybody.
Okay.
All right. A woman in Orlando was trying to sell her house. Before she could sell the house, thieves stole this item. It's not something inside the house, but thieves stole this from her, making the house unsellable. What did they steal from her?
Stole
I think it's
something from it's
first.
my guess. So they stole something from her, making the house unsellable. It's not an item within the house.
Yep. The entire audience knows the answer.
I don't.
Everyone in the comments
deed?
knows the answer.
They might have done it on the afternoon show. I don't remember it on the morning show. What did you say? The
I said the deed.
Yeah. See, I'm thinking air conditioning unit, but that's not uncommon. I mean, people
not an item inside the house.
People do steal the condensers for the air conditioning unit. They stole the metal off the roof.
Blake?
So you said it was outside the house?
Yes.
Did they steal the for sale sign?
No, but that's a great answer. Everyone else in the comments nailed this. The driveway.
I did hear that story.
No,
I did hear
it
that
was
story. I
a
don't remember
concrete
the story.
driveway.
Yeah.
Someone came and tore up the driveway
They cut
from
the
the
concrete.
street to the garage and took it.
Oh, you got to
She
pay. You
can't
got to pay
sell
your
the house
contractor.
now. Yeah.
There's like 6-inch. It's a 6-inch deep. I didn't know it was a Florida lady. It's like 6-inch deep, just trench in front of her house.
Can you
now.
show me 6 inches again? That's why they don't let women be contractors.
I wasn't trying to be accurate with my fingers.
This is why I get in trouble when Darcy listens to the show.
You
6
invited me.
inches, I would
This
say.
is
That's
why I get in
you go.
trouble.
That's 6 inches if I actually think about it.
Okay.
All right.
Blake's like, sure.
Feeling good about it.
All right.
Sorry, Beck.
Madison Marsh won the 2024 Miss America contest. Which branch of the service is she currently serving in? First time somebody from the armed services has won Miss America. Currently serving, which branch?
I think it's me.
Yep.
Yes.
Air Force.
I'm going to say Air Force.
I'm assuming they've read the story. I was thinking Navy, though. I'll just say Navy because I'm losing anyway.
Air Force.
All right.
Air Force.
And I didn't see it, but the highest percentage of women in armed forces is in the Air Force.
Yeah. It would be cooler if she was in the Navy.
All right. Who's up now?
Blake.
Okay, it's a great one for you. Blake, what percentage of Iowa voters, when asked in an exit poll, believe that Joe Biden legitimately won the 2020 election?
What percentage believed he
that
won?
he
Is it
just
just Republicans only?
That's right, because the Democrats decided
didn't have a
not to
caucus.
have any primaries.
they did not cockeye.
They did not cockeye with a Hawkeye.
No.
Yes.
69%.
Said that he was legitimately elected.
Oh wait, hold on. Legitimately.
Legitimately
Oh
elected.
wait. Okay. 33%.
I'm going to say 3%.
There weren't all Trump
Not even
supporters.
trying right
There
now.
weren't all Trump supporters there.
I'm going to go 34%.
28%.
Okay.
28. Which, and listen,
Price is Right rules. I get that point.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
I played it differently now.
Okay. Staying on the polling, what percentage of voters in a recent poll think that Joe Biden is mentally fit to be president?
This is any voter?
This is for
Registered
any voter.
voters?
There's any voter. It's not the Iowa caucus. This is
Okay.
just a random poll.
Believe Joe Biden is mentally fit?
Mentally fit.
I'll say 44%.
I'm going to go 51.
I'm going to go 52%.
Without even trying, you got a point. 28%. Only 28% in the poll thought that he was mentally fit to be president.
They called everybody listening to Hannity.
There's not that many people anymore.
Yeah.
They're not asking whether they think that's a good thing or a bad thing or whether they agree with them or not. They're just asking if they can identify reality.
All right, so we'll stay on the poll. One more poll question.
Okay.
What percentage of likely voters are confident, right? Confident that Joe Biden is innocent of corruption allegations. What percentage
Are
of
confident
likely voters
that
are
he's
confident that
not
he is
corrupt?
innocent of all corruption
I'm going to
allegations?
stay with the 28.
28, he says. All right.
I'm going to say 20.
20. Confident that he is innocent of all corruption. That's wildly specific. I'm going to say rude. I'm going to say 21%.
Yeah. What's the answer, Boomer?
22%.
She's making a comeback.
Amanda's
Here I go.
not even trying. She's ahead of you.
Are these
asking-
numbers questions?
Yeah.
No, they're Republican questions. You got a chance.
They're poll questions. No, I missed the Republican question.
She did. She 100% did miss those. All right. Let's see. Where do I want this?
What's
is
our
a good
score
one.
right now? So, because I'm planning to come back.
Amanda has 2. Troy has 1. Blake has 3.
Okay, come back right here.
Okay. All right. Jill Biden, the FLOTUS, went to a school in
Dr.
Utah.
Jill Biden?
She went to a school in Utah to talk about the importance of education, which is incredibly important. She was standing in front of the name of the school. Okay. And part of the name got blocked out, which made the name kind of ironic. So what was the name of the high school? The high school, part of the name was blocked out.
I have to
people were
name a high school in Utah. It's me.
Maybe
Blake has to go first because I think I know this one.
School in Utah?
Yes.
Damn.
No, that's not it.
No, that's not it.
I know it's obviously not
Definitely
that.
not
Definitely,
Utah.
damn high school was not it in Utah.
Yeah.
Maybe Vegas, but not Utah.
All right, no, this is incorrect, but I'm just gonna say Carl Malone High School.
Carl High School.
Malone.
Not a bad guess.
It's a horrible guess.
Not a bad
He had
guess.
sex with a 13-year-old. There's not naming any schools after him in Utah. It's a horrible
It
guess.
seems like everybody we bring up today, they're not naming a school.
I thought it was supposed to be ironic, you know.
He knew what he was saying.
I'm just going to go with a Mormon name, even though I know it's not right. John Smith.
All right, I think it's. Do I need the first name too?
Just give me a name. What you got?
I think it's Hancock, and she was in front of the H, A, and N.
Okay. So that is an excellent guess.
I want that to be true.
That is an excellent
And I
guess.
love this place.
That is an excellent guess. But it was Hunter High School. And she was in front of the
Hunter.
school. So the sign read
Hunter High. All right.
You know, and it's just
I
one of those
think
silly
John
things, right?
Hancock would have been
It
better.
would have been much better. I think you came up with the best one out of that.
That's just what happens after Hunter is high.
Well, I started with Hitchcock, and I was like, okay, no, it's got to be somebody in American
Yeah.
history, and
Yes.
I had to run down.
Run down presidential and patriot names until he can find a
Until I
cop
got to
gun.
one that was disgusting enough to say.
Well, you have to kind of wonder.
Winning.
They book these
I
things,
mean,
right?
that's a point.
You would think somebody would be. You'd have somebody on staff as juvenile as we are. That goes, no, you can't stand in front of that sign.
Yeah.
You would think, but apparently not.
Well, not if they're so ideologically possessed that they don't believe that there's an issue with Hunter and his behavior. Like if it's just so off their radar.
Publicist knows.
You would think,
the
but
publicist
they didn't
knows.
stop
You
it.
would
Either that or they want a tanker.
Yeah.
And then there's people that see it on the right. They're like, oh, they're just trying to trigger us. They're
know
just
what?
trying to make us mad. They found the only Hunter High School in all of the country, and
It's
she
a
went there.
disaffected Zoomer that's just doing it for the memes. They
Yeah.
don't care one way or the other.
Yeah.
A disaffected Zoomer.
Did you need to take that call? Sorry,
No, it was a scam.
Sorry, we interrupted.
It was me trying to re-up your Viagra prescription. They called it the wrong time.
Yeah. They always seem to call during the show.
I know they always do. All right.
What does that say about their demographic?
Yeah.
An Oklahoma lawmaker has introduced a bill in Oklahoma that deals with children that come to school dressed as animals, as furries.
Yes.
So the way that they wants this handled in the bill is that if they show up, the parents are called. If the parents do not respond, he has given the school another alternative of calling a different government agency to come pick up the furries. What agency is he allowing them to come pick up?
Why are you making me say this? Why? Is it animal control?
Animal control.
Animal control.
Animal control.
So doesn't this, I mean, by him doing this, doesn't this, are we back to First Amendment? Freedom of expression.
Well, I think you have that, but you're not allowed to wear whatever you want to school.
That's true.
Well, let's see if the dress code, if they're violating the dress code, it's one thing.
Now, violating dress code is a different thing. So if it's a dress
I think
code.
that's what the argument.
If it's a dress code thing,
I think
then
that's the argument. It's a dress code violation, but they don't have anything there because it's being lumped in with identities. Then that's making a gray area, and that's why he wants to put the law in.
A gray squirrel area. Got it.
A squirrely spot.
Listen, the legislators find a whole lot of ways to come up with a whole lot of reasons to get recognition. You file a certain bill, and then you're the...
This is a disaffected boomer doing it for the memes.
Yeah. Disinfected boomer. Okay.
Disinfectant? Boomer?
Disaffected.
Okay.
Disinfect. I thought it was disinfectant.
I thought
it was like, I thought it was a Lysol boomer.
I thought she was giving
That's
them
what
flea
you have to do
medicine.
to the bathroom after they don't have their litter box.
Okay.
And suddenly we're back to the toilet.
The furries.
The furries.
The
The furries, yeah.
Yeah.
Yes.
Can we see that fancy toilet?
Or the
Can we
presents.
see the fancy toilet one more time that
I had
Peter
to
Griffin
put
was
my
sitting
computer
on?
down.
Yeah.
I put my computer
That's
down.
right.
Hey, so right now it's Amanda 3, Troy 2, Blake 4. Who's
Okay.
up on the next question?
I think it's me.
Yep. It is you.
Because she got the first furry.
I had to, yeah.
She had the animal control.
Why did you?
So, Axios. Not my normal place for getting news, Blake. Axios. So you should get all of these questions right. The places I
Is he
go.
profiling you, Blake?
I don't know what Axios is.
It's a liberal leaning.
Okay, yes,
site.
yes, I know what Axios
That's why he's
is.
looking at you,
Mike.
Blake.
But he
clearly
he
we know
He
you know
was
what it is.
asking.
Clearly you know. Angry liberal over there.
All right.
Disaffected Zoomer.
So
Zennial.
they looked at registrations of voters. Which voter class, Democrat, Republican, or Independent, currently has the most registered voters in the United States?
I'm going to go independent.
He's going independent, okay?
Independent.
Because you're asking the question, I'm going to say Republican.
You tried, but no, it was independent.
All right.
All right. Now,
And I would
Which
be
party-
independent if it wasn't for local politics.
Well, yeah, and in Florida, you can't vote in a primary if you're
Yeah.
independent.
an average of 43% of U.S. adults identified as independents in 2023, tying the high from 2014. Okay? Which party lost the most registered voters to independents, Republicans or Democrats? Blake?
Like,
Trying to stare at you, Amanda.
You're answering the question.
yeah,
That's
today
I know.
we got a show to do.
You can stare at me all you want, I guess. I mean, why are you so obsessed with me, Blake?
Democrat.
I'm going to say Democrat.
Democrat.
Yeah, Democrat.
Because there was more of them to start with.
Yeah.
I mean, it's
Yes.
it's just a raw numbers situation. So there was more of them than there were Republicans, and they probably lost fairly close to the same percentage.
Let's see.
Did they say that?
27% of response identified as Democrats. Conservative and moderates tied for the top ideological identification is 36%. Republicans and Democrats both have been falling.
Yes.
Because they both suck.
Since 2005. Democrats hit a peak around 2008.
Okay.
Which is probably after
That makes
W
sense.
got in, right?
No, that was Barack Obama.
That was the Obama.
That was the end of, yes.
That was the
Hope,
Acorn
change.
voter registration push where they started registering Mickey Mouse 5,000 times.
But before
Yeah,
then,
that-
during
Look it up.
the
Look it up.
Yeah.
the Bush years.
That's
can't
why
right now.
he won.
I'm not saying that's why he won. I'm saying that's
Sure
why they
sounded
had.
like it.
That's how you won North Carolina,
That's not what I said. I said that's why they had so many voters registered because of the Acorn scandal. Look it up.
Amanda, I think Hey, Amanda, you've heard what I'm doing to Mike if he passes before me, right?
You're taking him to Chicago so that he votes Democrat for
I just want to make sure
of my life, for the rest of
his eternity.
Are you implying that you're going to outlive me and you're going to move my body
No.
too?
I won't do that. We're not at that part. We'll see if we get there.
All right.
You
but
haven't reached that level of friendship.
Yeah, I'm at that level of friendship with Mike because I want him to have more Democrat votes than Republican.
It's
Before he
The only way
stops voting.
it can happen is dead in Chicago.
Yeah.
That's true.
Amanda and Troy are tied at 4. Blake's got 6. There's no way you guys can catch Blake.
Okay.
So
I was hoping for a speed round. A list of some sort.
A list of. I don't have a list of some sort. I really don't. I wish I did. I had a list. I tried to do. I found a story on which states had populations that were equal to countries around the world. Mm-hmm. But when I went to print the list, it had a bully in it, and so the person that was printing it for me completely screwed their computer up for like 30 minutes.
No.
It wasn't Amanda.
Oh, no.
So I didn't go
me.
back to that story, but I was like, man, it was really kind of cool where some of the countries.
So I mean, Florida's like got 24 million.
I'll give you this one. I remember this one. Which country has the same population as California?
It's California?
Yep, it's California. Which country?
Country. Who goes first?
We'll let Blake go first because he's leading.
Even though he's not conscious.
And as he yawns and
just because you have Clay's haircut doesn't mean you have to act like Clay today.
What country has the same population?
I'm just gonna say Indonesia.
Indonesia?
That's a lot.
Those of you answering China, there's billions of people in China, and millions of people have left California, so the math doesn't work.
I don't know. I'm just going to say Afghanistan.
I'm going to say Spain.
Spain.
Canada.
Interesting.
A? All right.
That's way more land than California. They're very spread out.
Yeah.
So Blake has won yet again, extending his.
You gave him Axios.
I know, but you guys all got the same answer right. Every one of you got every answer right at that. It didn't matter.
I killed it.
Yes.
I killed the mic.
All right. So you guys have what on Bollocks tonight?
Bollocks tonight, we're talking about worldwide civil rights leaders. I mean, this past
Jordan
week.
Peterson, one of them?
He is not. There's no Canadians on the list. But we're talking like Susan B. Anthony. We're talking Mahatma Gandhi, Mandela, Frida. There's a lot of different ones out there, not just Martin Luther King. And there's, gay rights, women's rights, and all that. So we're kind of digging in a little bit beyond just the typical civil rights.
Yeah.
Right on.
So, and because I already got threatened this week because of moving the Martin Luther King house, I just felt like this was the show I need to do.
I want you to know that my family, Todd and his wife Kristen, were all somewhere in South Georgia vacationing on Saturday, and I get a phone call. Darcy got a call and a text. Oh my God, we just saw Troy on TV.
Yeah.
Oh man.
And then I had to go look up the interview.
Yeah.
So
I only spoke for it for 12 seconds on the interview, but I mean,
what did you get threatened about?
Well, no, it's just that certain people didn't want the house being moved, didn't see it as a landmark, didn't see some of those things, and it was a very interesting conversation for 2024.
Okay.
So
didn't want it moved because it wasn't a landmark.
Well, no, they were very stuck in 1964.
Well,
let's go with that.
Okay. I'm sure that was an enjoyable conversation.
Oh, so much fun.
Because you love those kind of conversations.
Yeah. Well, because I'm representing an entire foundation as a project manager, I had to behave myself, but I don't here.
Yes.
Yeah.
So I get my own little digs in, and that's what the topic is today of my show.
Okay. So you're doing an entire show about the world so you can talk about you.
No, I'm doing an entire...
You're going to start out here and bring it right down there.
No. I'm talking about the greatest U.S. civil rights leader.
Okay. All right.
I once had to get a restraining order because I told someone she was an effing idiot for being friends with someone in the Klan. And she didn't take kindly to that. So I had to move and get a restraining order.
You want to tell your story?
No, we're going to pass.
Are you going to certain events? I'm not even going to name the event.
I'll tell her off air.
Blake is over here just sweating.
Nope. Not going to happen.
He's like, no, Dad, you're not.
Is that why you want the positive
control room and yank all the wires out?
So,
Blake, wise decision on your part. So I didn't mention names. Also, tune in to the morning show tomorrow. A really big
Huge.
announcement. Huge. It's amazing.
Yeah.
What did you call it again? What kind of gasm?
Florgasm.
A florgasm. Not a floor, but a flora.
If you're from Florida,
Okay.
It's a florgasm.
All right.
Wait, does that mean flowers shoot out of? Never mind. Goodbye, everybody.
All right, you guys have a great weekend.